is the Darren Harris Podcast. Here's your host, Darren Harris.
Hey folks, what's up? Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Darren Harris, and this is my podcast. Thank you for joining me today. Today I got a special guest that is always a pleasure to have her on the show. I got my lovely bride with me today. Hey baby, how you feeling?
Hey babe, I'm good.
Good. Welcome to the show. Today my wife and I, we are going to be talking about this dude, man. We're going to be talking about Diddy and his dumbass and the dumb shit that he did and how he got his dumbass into the predicament that he got his dumbass into, and other people who do dumb shit like this. So, everybody knows that Diddy has recently been caught. You know, they busted his Miami home, then they busted his home in Los Angeles, and they found a bunch of shit. I don't know. You know, if there are, I don't know who it is, but I do know that there are other people that's probably going to be implicated with that. I mean, what do you think?
Supposedly there's a list, right? But they're going to be quick enough to release this list. But I'm wondering why they haven't released the other list.
See, I thought that too. They haven't released the Weinstein list
at all.
Well, because you know.
But we know that whoever is going to be on the list with Diddy, on Diddy's list, that they have to be on that list, or most of them.
Well, I think that. I was going to say, I think some of these lists, them lists kind of switch back and forth, because I'm willing to bet that Diddy was at some Weinstein party.
Oh yeah,
Weinstein.
The pictures say it all.
Is it Epstein? Epstein's
party.
Epstein,
yeah, Weinstein.
Weinstein and Epstein.
You must be thinking about some wine.
But nah, it's both of them too. He was a douchebag too.
But look at the pictures. It tells you who he was associated with.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, also look at Trump's got a bunch of pictures with Diddy.
That's what I'm saying. Look at these pictures
with Diddy, and from what I understand, he has more pictures with Epstein than anybody else.
Oh yeah, and they were all happy. It's not like it's a fake.
Fakey fake. Listen, it's the fake, babe. It's.
No, I'm thinking like it's not like say Cheese just come hanging out with you. Let's just smile for the cameras.
Right.
No, we were all getting freaky together.
See, that's why. I think, Kevin Hart, somebody said Kevin Hart, but see, a lot of this shit is hearsay, and I just want to figure it out for myself, but somebody said Kevin Hart wife, she filed for divorce.
Well, yeah, he just got freaky not that long ago with two women and blaming it on some drugs.
See, that's dumb, dude. That's
or maybe one woman, but
you blame it on money and arrogance.
Yeah.
It is money, arrogance, and poor decision making.
Yeah, listen. Don't really blame it on some substance. Just say, this is what you want to do. You want to get your freak on. Maybe your wife is not into it. Maybe she doesn't want to be with another woman. So you're going to go find somebody else for that 1 second to be.
Then you shouldn't be married.
And then, you're going to tell your wife, I'm sorry. And it's on your wife. And she's going to say, hey, whatever.
Well, if she does, then she's an idiot. I don't care how much money he makes.
And then speaking of speaking of Kevin Hart, but to get back to Diddy, notice how he's never been married.
Oh, he can't. Listen,
he can't.
Who's marrying that dude?
Well,
who is going to marry that motherfucker?
But he didn't. He hasn't been married. But why? Because
he's a douchebag,
and he knows a bit. Exactly, he knows that he's been douchey.
He knows he's a douchebag, and other people know he's a douchebag also. His inner circle, but he's. I guess at the time he was so powerful. That he could reach out and have you touched if he really wanted to.
Yeah.
But my thing is how come people are always so fucking vague? Motherfuckers is always so vague about, you're gonna find out who it is this year. You're gonna find out. Everybody, just say who the fuck it is. Just say who the fuck it is. Like 50 was trying to tell us for a long time, but he was on some.
Yeah, he's having too much fun with this.
But see, he was on some in code with it though, man. If you know what the fuck is going on, shout that shit out. And the reason why I say that is because if you knew this shit was going on, how long did these people have to suffer while you knew this shit was going on? You know what I mean? You knew this motherfucker was into this shit, and you knew this motherfucker was dragging these. How come you didn't say, yo?
Yeah. Well, it took one person, and I give her all the credit in the world for coming out and just...
Well, the video backed it up.
It did.
The video
I mean, for her to
up.
just come out and just say, hey, listen, this is what I went through with this dude, that really opened Pandora's box.
Well, the bottom line is he did it to himself.
It took for her to say something, but I just feel bad for the victims, right? Because to me, some of them were victims. I know some people are like, hey, yeah, I'm going to go to Diddy's parties because...
But you know what, though? Some of these people, I think also, some of these chicks, they knew what the fuck it was.
Well,
they knew what they was getting
like I've been saying all week. Yeah, like... I can't feel bad for those people. For those women that just wanted to hop on the fucking plane and come over here and be like, "Hey,
flying them out,
yeah, let me go. I want to go get into this party." You obviously knew what party you were going to. You know, and I don't think that a lot of people were surprised that, oh, I'm here and now he's pouring all this baby oil on my skin. Like, how dry is your skin?
Yeah, it gotta be dry.
Like I was just saying,
bottles of baby oil. I mean, really. I mean, really. That's. I mean, honestly speaking, the 100 bottles of baby. That's like some
1,000.
Was it 1,000? I think it was like 1,000.
Whatever it is too much.
Listen,
but I know what that is. I'm surprised they didn't say that there was like shower curtains or liners. I was waiting for that because then you throw the liner. You know, and then some baby oil, you slipping and sliding.
Well, that's what they doing that anyway.
Oh, yeah.
They just pouring it over some
the
ass
bed.
and titties.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
On the bed sheets and shit.
Listen.
He's got money to replace that.
I mean,
I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm pissed off. You know, I'm upset about that because it's like that's human trafficking too. They're saying, and it's like I don't give a fuck. Who do you think you are that you're gonna do this?
If you're having motherfuckers brought here in order to pour baby oil on their ass and fucking and have your way with their ass, then you've trafficked motherfuckers.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if I mean if they knew about it, then. If they wanted to do that, that's a different story than people coming to, this place thinking that it's going to be this one thing. We're just going to have some cocktails.
Well, then the IV fluids.
Yeah, because
that to me was like, what?
Well, because you working motherfuckers to death, and that's what you doing. I mean, like, but see, that's how you know, and really, you're giving people IV. Who else is in this fucking room watching you give these people? Who else is participating?
All of them. All of them.
Yo, there's a lot of names that people throwing out there. They throwing out Rick Ross. They throwing out Meek Mills, Usher, Oprah, a bunch of TD Jakes. There's a bunch of people. That's like, yo.
I mean, all this talk, and it's like. How many people have STDs? Did we not think about that? I mean, I'm sure nobody's talking about condoms. They never said they found condoms. I was like, oh, shit.
They didn't find. It was a bunch of fucking condoms.
The baby oil, the IV fluids, and that's it. What else?
That's wild.
No condoms. I was waiting to hear boxes of condoms. No? Okay. You all going to get your dick to fall off. People's dicks are falling off.
People's dick is going to fall off, and that's the prediction.
All these men's penises are going to just start collapsing.
That's the thing, man. My thing is this. I mean, people in general are into some freaky shit.
Yeah.
But when you get money...
Yeah, that's beyond. That's
you just trying shit.
That's dirtbag shit. Like he's just dirty.
Like the shit R. Kelly did.
That's another. I was a big fan of R. Kelly. I was like a big fan, but then now I don't even listen to his music. I don't save him on my playlist. All that shit, that's done. I have no respect for you. I don't even. That's dirty. That's one thing. That's one of my biggest pet peeves.
This motherfucker was hanging out at fucking McDonald's.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Listen. At the high school.
Oh, I would hear that all the time. Hey, have you been to the McDonald's?
R. Kelly, motherfucker?
Yeah, I would always hear, hey, have you been over to the south side of Chicago and the McDonald's? He's at, I don't give a fuck. And McDonald's, everybody, let's stop and think. R. Kelly has how much money? And he's hanging out at McDonald's.
Yo, what the fuck you doing here, bruh?
I don't want that.
Why are you here?
Yeah, I don't want that.
Why are you? You know why?
I don't even want to go over there.
Because they are the most influential. He can go over there and use his influence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The same thing he did to Aaliyah. You know what I mean? Like,
and it's young girls.
Yo, man, for real, they got pictures of
some are young, obviously.
Listen, with R. Kelly, I mean, he didn't give a fuck. I mean, he was indiscriminate about it. I mean, you know, I think at least Diddy had like the he had J-Lo and all of them. Yeah. I just found out too that he would give these women, the women that he would date, like a necklace. Each of them got like kind of the same necklace, and I was like, "What kind of? Like,
I don't want that. What kind of craziness
bullshit.
Is that?
Here's a rose to show my token of my effect.
That I'm gonna fuck the shit out of you till you almost die, and I'm gonna pump some IV in you to make sure you stay alive, and then I'm gonna do it again." And again.
Yo, I mean, how do you wake up in the morning after some shit like that and splash some water in your face and go, all right, let's fucking go. Pancakes, anybody? Like, yo, for real. I mean, how do you live with your shit after this?
Yeah. I followed him. And I
unfollowed him.
I followed him. And one thing I did notice is that he would post a lot like getting massages. And it was always like 2 women. Bro, calm down. You got a problem.
But see, that's some celebrity shit, though. That's some celebrity rap mogul shit that everybody always does. It's always about. It's so fucking misogynistic. It's so fucking. It's so sexist. It's so.
I was about to say how much pussy does he really want? Like,
I mean, really, how much pussy does a motherfucker need? I mean, like, how much pussy can you take? You got one dick, motherfucker. Yeah. You got a dick in a finite amount of energy. Exactly. I mean, like, for real, dude. I mean, what do you see at this point?
What are you trying to prove?
Listen, no, it's not even what you're trying to prove. At this point, it's an addiction.
And that's why I say he needs
it's a disorder.
Help.
I mean, he has some sort of disorder. Yeah, that's clearly a disorder.
He needed to go see a therapist and talk to somebody instead of like continuously doing this. And this actually goes in deeper. I know, like I'm still upset about it, but I'm like, this man actually has a fucking problem. He has a problem.
Yeah. Like, well, I mean, but
I don't feel sorry for him.
I don't. The reason why I don't feel sorry for him is because he can't acknowledge that. He can't say, oh, this is a problem. He hasn't looked at his turn. I mean, of course, now, did he suicide? Oh, shut the fuck up. Because at the beginning, you wasn't suicidal a week and a half ago before your ass got caught. Now you got caught. Now your whole life is crumbling around you, and now you expect the motherfuckers to feel sorry for you.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
No sympathy over here.
Yeah, for real. You gets none, bro. You gets none. I mean. And as a matter of fact, you're gonna get what's coming to you because you did it. You know what I mean? Because there's no question about it. You know what I mean? You can't even try to Donald Trump your way out of this. It wasn't me. I didn't do that. That had nothing to do with that.
And how many kids does he have? He's got daughters.
Listen, he's got daughters. You know what I'm saying?
Did you stop and think about if these were your daughters? You know. Out there, if a man was out there doing this thing,
most motherfuckers don't even think that. They don't even think like that.
And he's just got an issue.
That is the problem.
He's a narcissist.
Well, of course he's a narcissist. He's got a bunch of money and he got it young. He got it young, and not for nothing. You know, the way that when they was coming up with him and Big and all like Pac and everybody, when they was caking, they was making a lot of money, and they was flashing a lot of money around the hood, and I mean, what you gonna do when Puff come to the hood and say, you know, I want you, when he's riding around in a fucking, $250,000 car? You know, what you gonna do? All right, cool, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Because just for that little bit of time, you feel special. You feel like you are being, coveted by a celebrity or somebody that has some sort of stature, and that gives you, some sort of hopes maybe that you might acquire that same sort of stature.
Yeah, but I guess look at all that money. He's got all this money. He just became a monster.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what happens with the money. As soon as your ass get into some trouble like this, all that money that you accumulated, it starts to go away in legal fees and having to fucking pay out because you was a dirt bag. You know what I'm saying? You paying out because you were guilty, motherfucker. So you settled out of court, and that's what's gonna happen. This is about to be
time around.
Well, this is about to be a case of somebody. No, he gonna lose everything.
Yeah, this is
everything.
I mean, didn't he have is he the owner? Doesn't he have sponsors with Ciroc and all that?
Oh, it's over. Yeah, Ciroc is done.
That
any of his sponsors, anything, even his clothing brand, all of his assets, all of the things that he's been he's accumulated over, even like the music, everything, all that shit is starting to fucking come down. It's starting to be torn down because of your character, because of his character, who he is as a person. It doesn't matter how nice your fucking clothes were, or how wonderful your cologne smelled.
Yeah.
It does none of that shit. How this band or this group that you produce now, because your name is on it, all that shit is tainted. All that shit is
he built himself up, and now we're never going to forget his name or what he's done. I mean, he did this to himself. Let me build this empire. Let me continue and go. I'm going to be a douchebag while I'm doing this. And then when I get caught, oh, well, now I want people to feel bad for me. Or, I mean, because don't try to take your life now. You better not be suicidal.
Yeah. Well, they say, listen.
Take his clothes off. He should be in that cell naked. Nothing to wrap his neck.
They say he may not even be safe in jail.
Yeah.
They say there's motherfuckers in there that want to get his ass. Listen. And that's the fucking crazy shit to me too. Now, check this out. Yeah, he did it. He's guilty and everything. But Donald Trump is walking around with 34 felonies free, for one.
Yes.
And for two, a lot of these white collar, quote unquote white collar criminals, they never go to these penitentiary style, these general population.
Not at all.
They go to some cushy ass fucking.
We know why they're doing this.
Yeah, of course, because he's gonna be the example. You know what I mean? They're gonna stretch his ass. He's gonna get crucified. They're gonna stretch his ass all the way across the fucking.
And he knows that.
All the way across the canvas. They about to stretch his ass all the way out, and he knows that. I mean, everybody else knows that, but see, like I said, he not going down by himself. There's other people, that were there. I mean, there's all kind of rumors. Justin Bieber fucking, him and Meek Mills, all kind of shit.
Yeah, they're saying.
But see, I don't believe a lot of that shit, because a lot of that shit is hearsay, and a lot of that shit comes out right after the story breaks. I usually wait for.
But did those people actually say something? Did Justin Bieber actually say?
Did Justin Bieber say that?
Did he say it?
Well, he got some line. People picking out lines in this song. Oh, something happened at a Diddy party. I lost my whatever that verse was.
I mean, if something
maybe
really
he was
happened,
telling the truth.
Well, he could have said something.
Well, that's the thing. I mean,
Speak up.
But see, that's another
What
thing
you
with that
afraid
Illuminati
of?
bullshit.
If you got
the
hurt,
Illuminati.
Listen.
Right.
I
am with you.
If something happened that doesn't make you feel comfortable, you've been abused, say something.
Yeah.
Speak up.
Yeah. Well, you notice a lot of motherfuckers haven't. A lot of people are quiet right now.
Yeah.
A lot of people under the radar. Shh, don't say my name. A lot of people are under the radar, but it's going to be pulled out. I mean, it's going to be pulled out. I mean, a lot of people seem to think Jay-Z and Beyonce might be on the list, but you never know. You never know.
This list shit, it's just, this is.
But the thing about it is this. Just because I was there doesn't mean
you participated.
I participated.
Because you said
I've been to like 2 or 3 Diddy parties. Like, I've been to like 2 white parties. And when I worked at a place called a Canal Room, me and Jose will tell you, I worked at a place called a Canal Room, and Kim Porter, I guess his wife at the time, or his girl at the time, she was having a birthday party.
That's the one that passed.
Yeah, she was having a birthday party, and he came directly to me, and I was a bartender at the time. He said directly to me, he said, "You'll make drinks for nobody else. All you do is you make drinks for this lady right here. Talk about." I said, "Sure, fine." And he gave me $1,000, which we split up between the rest of and that's what it was. And I made 4 drinks the whole night. But I couldn't make drinks. I mean, I could have, but I just, I just did. I made the $1,000.
But you see, even with that, even with that statement, like, you don't make nobody else a drink.
Yeah, who the fuck are you talking to?
Is a calm down.
But you're right about that. I mean, when I was younger, yeah, cool, because I needed. But as the older I get, I'm like, yo,
think about it.
How? There was a rapper named Cassidy, and I worked at another club in the city, and it was his birthday one year, and this was at this place called Quo. It was called Prime at the time, but it was but him and his crew came in, and I'm standing behind the bar, and one of his people came up to the bar and was like, yo, nigga, fix me some Patrons, nigga, do that shit right now. And I was like, yo, who the fuck you talking to?
Ugh.
Straight, yeah, for real, who the fuck you talking to? And so Cassidy actually walked over and was like, yo, what's the issue? I was like, yo, your man about to get everybody cut off right here. and explained. He was like, yo, da-da-da. He grabbed his man. He checked his man. He came back over to me and was like, look, dude, da-da-da-da-da. That's not how I get down, so on and so forth. And actually, I ended up buying him. Me and him did a shot for his birthday.
Okay.
And, yo, he was cool. Cassidy was cool. We ended up doing a shot for his dinner. He probably won't even remember this, but we did a shot, ended up doing a shot for his birthday. But I remembered, the reason I remember that is because he was cool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He was actually somebody who was like, not this
I got all this money.
Yeah,
and
man, this narcissistic.
You gonna do what I say you gonna do.
Yeah, because I got money, you ain't got shit. You know what I mean? Like, and he wasn't like that at all. He was very, very nice person. You know what I mean? He was a good dude. And that stuck out to me. But like you said, and a few other times, like I was at a party in the city, and him, and when he was dating J-Lo, and I watched them get right around the same time that Shine, that rapper, that he got picked up, you know, on the gun charge, because, you know, Diddy screwed him over. I mean, he basically took the rap for shit, and Diddy left him sit there and rot. And that really left a bad taste in everybody's mouth. But now Shine, you know, I saw some shit with him the other day. It was like, yo, for real, whatever happens to this motherfucker, whatever happens to this motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And good riddance. So, I mean,
that's gonna be a lot of people. So now, right now, you have some people that are afraid because they're like, please don't say my name. Then you have other people that are like, F you. Like, yeah,
like, say that shit.
Like, I mean, so finally you got caught. And then I wonder why now? And then what's the motive behind this? Is it the list, or is it?
I think what it is the Cassie blowing the fucking door open out of fuck this celebrity bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm getting my
I'm
ass
sure that was
whooped
hard.
here.
I'm sure she was. Listen, to come out, especially me, I've been, you know, in abusive relationship, and also I've been in a situation where I was abused. So coming out and actually speaking on that,
right?
It takes a lot.
Yes, it's courage. It takes a lot of courage.
It takes a lot. So that's why I was all for when she did that. I was like, I understand coming out. You know, you're afraid. You're afraid of what might happen. Yeah. But you know what? At the end of it all, it's so rewarding.
But you know what, though? The one thing that she wasn't afraid of, which I commend her for, she wasn't afraid of losing stature.
Yeah.
She wasn't afraid of losing.
But she was in a relationship for, what I'm saying is she was in this relationship for a while. And she didn't.
Yeah, she took a lot of shit for a while.
But then she finally got up and said,
well, it's like,
fuck this.
Well, it's like Mos Def said. Mos Def said it the best. He said, why did one straw break the camel's back? Here's the secret: the million other straws underneath it. And that's where she got to, and that's where she kind of broke the whole shit open. I'm gonna take a quick fast break, and when I come back, we're gonna continue talking about some more of this Diddy bullshit here on the Darren Harris program. I'll be right back. Hey, yo, everybody, what's good? Check this out. It's Darren here from the Darren Harris podcast here for Factor Foods. Listen to this, man. Ever since I got turned on to Factor Foods no prep, no mess meals, I've had a lot easier time meeting my health and wellness goals, and an even easier time keeping my kitchen clean. It's cool because with Factor's 35 different chef-prepared meals and over 60 add-ons, you can tailor your diet to the way you want it to fit your needs perfectly. You can choose a calorie-smart diet to a high-protein diet, from a keto diet to a vegan to vegetarian. They do breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so no matter what time of day it is, Factor Foods has you covered. Another cool thing about Factor meals is they're ready in just 2 minutes in the microwave. They're dietitian approved, they're super nutritious, and absolutely delicious. You can easily support your lifestyle effortlessly with 6 menu preferences to choose from to help you manage calories or boost protein intake. You can avoid meat or just simply eat better, more nutritious food. They use nothing but premium quality ingredients to prepare all of their meals, from filet mignon to blackened salmon and more. So I don't know what you're waiting on. Maybe for somebody to tell you to go to factorfoods.com/Darren50 to get 50% off your first box of Factor Foods. That's factorfoods.com/DERON50 to get 50% off your first box of Factor meals. And if that's not enough, you also get 20% off of your entire next month. Check that out because they're so nice. So again, go to factormeals.com/Darren50 to get 50% off your first box of Factor Foods and 20% off your entire next month. Trust me, man, it's worth every penny.
Now, back to the Darren Harris podcast.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the show. We talk about Diddy today. I'm here with my wife and we sit here chilling. And we talk about Diddy and the can of worms he done opened up all over his fucking ass.
All over.
Listen.
Now, speaking of ass. We were just talking about he's got a song or his. Well, you know, you said that his theme.
Every rapper, as you know, every rapper has a hook, and I think his hook, or like a little call, like a thing that they say. Like I think Jadakiss is that's Jadakiss.
Yeah.
And,
like DJ
Khaled is another one.
Yeah. So this one's
Rick Ross
take that.
That's Rick Ross's and Diddy's is take that, and he about to be taking that. I mean, it's.
Remember that sign that we saw? Or there was a picture the other day that said, "He's, this is your asshole when you're out of jail," and this is.
It said, "This is your asshole when you're free. This is your asshole when you're in jail. Don't shoplift."
And it's a big old circle.
Obvious difference.
So he's gonna take that.
Well,
now.
I mean, that's the thing, man.
But
I mean,
imagine. I just think about. Imagine if that's really what he.
But that's probably
take that.
Listen,
that's a trigger to these people.
Listen, you're not wrong, and that's probably true. On some standing, this motherfucker standing over you, talk about take that.
No, you take that.
No, he about to take it.
Come here, let me go ahead.
Gonna take it from his ass.
Ugh. I don't actually ilk nothing. There's nothing ilk about that. Actually, take that, motherfucker. Take it all.
That's right. Give up that man pussy. That's horrible.
He did that.
They say the same thing. They say Khaled might be involved. Another one.
Ugh. They're not gonna. And all this list.
Everybody is lawyering up right now. Listen, you seen motherfuckers that quit as soon as this shit happened? There's a few CEOs or some shit. Bye.
Oh, there's a pastor.
TD Jakes, the black dude, TD Jakes.
Oh,
Yeah, TD Jakes is on some bounce. They say they called him. He was one of the ones that when people started getting when they started getting suspicious, they called TD Jakes a power bottom.
Oh.
Yeah. Ooh. That's all right though.
Yeah. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if some people.
To each his own. Each his own.
Yeah.
But don't stand up here and try to fucking pull the wool over people's eyes. Don't sit up here and try to fucking deceive people into believing that you
Don't do that.
this person when you're really this other person.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's a famous comedian. Now, I'm familiar with this comedian. I'm not gonna say his name because this motherfucker's into some freaky funk shit. But he's honest about it.
Right.
I'm this dude. I like bitches to shit on my chest.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I like the gargle piss in my mouth or whatever it is.
Okay.
But this motherfucker ain't got no problems telling you what the fuck it is he is, who he is as a person, and whether or not you accept this motherfucker. That shit is up to you.
Yeah, because you know exactly. He's already put it out there.
He's already put it out here. He's already put out there. Now, I'm this person. If you want to fuck with me, you can come fuck with me. If not, I understand.
Yeah.
You know, you ain't obligated.
Yep.
But this motherfucker has people that fuck with him. You know what I mean? He got people that hang out with him. I think he even has a girlfriend who might be into the same shit that he's into. And if that's
cool.
the case, Diddy, if you found you a bitch that was into you beating her ass and, you know, into this other, then get you one of those, man. You know?
But I think for him, it's beyond just one person. Like, it's multiple people, sounds like. He has to have multiple women.
And I don't have to know you. I don't have to be familiar with you. I don't have to know anything about you. You just have to fit the certain
that's an issue
physical criteria that I'm looking for when I'm trying to get my freak off.
He's fucked up in the head. That's just it. Let's just get to it. That's what he is. He's fucked up in the head. He's a dirty motherfucker.
Well, you can see his motherfucking eyes is real close together. But, I mean, like, motherfucking eyes is real close together.
And I mean, I'm glad this finally is out because
I'm just waiting for the rest to catch the rest of everybody else. I don't think
that list is gonna come out like that.
There is a purge in Hollywood happening right now, in Hollywood and in the music industry. There's a straight up purge of all of this bullshit. You know what I mean? Because people are starting to become over it. People just want music now.
Yeah, but we're talking about one person now, Diddy, but how many other people?
Yeah.
And I don't want to make this about race.
Sure.
But I'm going to go there.
Sure.
There's other people, I'm sure, that are doing it of other color.
Of course.
And they're not so quick to pull out that list, but they're talking about this.
It's Jeffrey Epstein and Harvey Weinstein, and but you're right though. But that's the thing, and the reason why that Epstein list is being suppressed is because we all know who the fuck is on it.
But we know who's on this. But I'm actually surprised if this person's not on this list. There's so many pictures.
I'm sure he's been on. I'm sure he's been there. Just like I'm sure he's been to Epstein Island.
Yeah.
Everybody has.
Yeah.
Everybody who has money has been to these places.
Yeah, because
if you got a bunch of money, Ben Affleck, from what I understand, been to Epstein Island. A bunch of people been to the party, but that does not mean just because you've been here
that you get down like that.
That you get down like that.
There's probably 3 floors. The first floor is the clean floor, right? That's where everything goes down. The second, everything's clean.
It's like Studio 54.
Yeah, you're laughing, ha ha ha. The second floor.
Well, it's like Studio 54. Studio 54, there were so many layers to that place, and you had to make. I mean, but once you got down into them fucking, into the deepest reaches of fucking, you lost all your fucking morals. Everything that I don't care what the fuck you learned in church. I don't care what grandmama taught you. That shit is gone. Yep. Why? Because of cocaine, money, and fucking
booty
fame.
In the air,
hell yeah.
waving like you just don't care.
And people, unfortunately, people fall into that. And they get lost. They don't come out of it, especially when they have a lot of money. And then they look up years later and they realize, well, shit. As a victim, I wasted my life. I was used. People. Or
no one's gonna believe me.
Nobody's gonna believe me.
That's the main one.
Well, people started believing motherfuckers after that Me Too movement.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But also, motherfuckers started using that Me Too shit to get a lot of motherfuckers that wasn't in trouble because of their poor decision making too.
But I've known people that were a victim of that Me Too. You have people pouring shit in your drink sometimes when you don't know about it. You don't know.
Listen, me too. It's been. You're harassing. Not you, but I've been harassed by like lots of women on some I think you really need to calm that down.
That's crazy.
Shit that sounds like it's flattery, but at the same time, that shit ain't flattery. That's not funny. Now, people say, "Oh, well, what kind of guy are you?" Well, I'm a motherfucker who got some sort of fucking morals about it, and I'm also a motherfucker that realizes that I ain't gotta be. I'm not a desperate person.
Yeah, you don't have to be out here crazy. You can be freaky, but you don't have to be awesome.
Within these little 4 walls
that's what I was
here
saying.
Is where all the freaky I need. That's just you the only freak that I need, girl, and that's it. I'm not, and that's. But see, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about.
That I don't understand because you can with one person. What is
that's
you
what,
can get it?
Listen,
you can do the things that you want.
It's so much better because 1. We are comfortable. For 2, we love each other. For 3, it's just something that we do to explore ourselves in whatever we want to do. And there's communication.
And that's what it
there's
is.
Passion. There's real feelings. It's just not out here fucking sport fucking.
But like you said, he doesn't. When we think about, and I keep thinking about just all the issues that this man has because. He's constantly with different women,
Yeah.
And
like I said, anybody. It's like anybody who will believe in his shit.
Yeah, and that's cool, right? There's people like that. They want to hop around, but he did it such the most. It's just dirty. They almost kind of force you into it. Oh, you ain't getting a ride home if this. Yeah.
Come on, man. I hate
money though. It comes back.
But it comes back to money. Yo, you want your nails done? How about this outfit here? I bought you a little fucking tennis bracelet or something. These bitches think just because these motherfuckers bought them a fucking $400 tennis bracelet that they some special shit. These motherfuckers got millions and don't give a fuck about you.
Right. And we're talking about him, but let's talk about some of these females that did this.
Oh yeah.
For a minute there, I was like, man, I feel bad for some of them, and then I was like, wait, I don't feel bad I mean,
some
I don't
of these
know
bitches
them, but
get
some
dressed
of them
up to do
right,
this.
to say
this
I
is a
fucked
job for
Diddy.
yes, this is
Just
a
to
job
say, and
for
who
them.
gives a
this is
so?
straight up job for them. Like there was a book out not too long ago, Memoirs of a Video Vixen or some shit like that. It was basically a book about like some chick that was in all the videos that fucked all these rappers.
Okay, good for you. And,
yeah,
and
but
what do you
where
want?
the fuck
What do you
at
want to
now?
get out of that?
Where the fuck you at now?
But then she sits across the table with a man like you with integrity and some respect for women,
Well,
and then
thank
she
you.
tells you that, and then now
I just don't. Yeah,
now,
I
girl,
just,
what?
I just
So
I don't have it.
You're going to continue to meet these men because you put yourself in this place.
Exactly. And that's the thing. And that's what people don't understand. Your environment dictates what you attract. You know what I'm saying? And you know, for me, I had to back myself out of the profession that I was in, because I was in the hospitality profession.
Mm-hmm.
I just had to pull myself out of that because, you know, that's not my steez. I prefer to be monogamous with somebody. I prefer to be in a relationship. That's why we married.
Well, yeah, and to me, when you told me, I've been in this hospitality business for years. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I thought, oh, this dude's a player, because that's the mentality. Or not. That's not the.
Well,
but
that's the general
that's what
consensus.
I've
That's
seen.
what you see. That's
That's
what
what
see.
I've seen. It's like, oh, you gonna get women from all kinds trying to come at you, but then there's men that can say, have self-control, like, hey, you know what?
Well, now that you see,
yeah,
my mother.
Yes.
You know my sisters.
Right.
You know how I was brought up. And that's how I was brought up.
You were brought up like that. I mean, I've known people brought up like that, but it's you as well as the individual, how you choose to take
how
that.
you choose to use that, and how you choose to internalize
that you decide to take.
Exactly. Well, I respect my mother and I respect my sisters,
and therefore
so the lessons that
show.
they taught me and the things that they taught me about, like my sister Twyla, she taught me how to dance with a woman.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? She taught me how to dance with a woman because I had a crush on a girl, and nothing really ever happened.
Mm-hmm.
But she was the one who started teaching me how to treat women. You know what I mean? And my mother and my grandmother, you respect your elders. Yes, ma'am to women, and even women that are my age and younger, I still refer yes, ma'am. Because it is a term of respect for women.
Oh, yeah.
And that's ultimately what it is. Now a chick, she gonna disrespect herself. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
A woman will disrespect her fucking self.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I hate when women bounce it over to men. Oh, he disrespect. No, you disrespected yourself. You know what I mean?
That's why I, as much as everybody's talking about him, it's like, well, what about these women too?
Out there
I know
disrespecting themselves.
Some were like, some maybe some of them were just victims for real, but others, like, he just had a party, I guess, over the summer. He was on a boat with his baby's mama, who just had a baby, and then had one of his exes on the boat. No,
and
dude, we're not going to do that. We're not going to try to be friends.
Who are you? Who the fuck are you?
That's how you. From
That's
there
how you
on,
know.
I knew you have a problem. When I read that,
narcissism
I was
right
like,
there.
you have an issue, because what you're trying to do is gather all the people that you've been with, and you want them all in one place.
Yeah.
Dude, calm down.
Yeah.
You need to take a break, self-love, self-heal.
You need some holistic medicine.
And you just need to calm it down. Go talk to somebody, but it just seems like he's constant.
Some sage.
Just constant. From one chick to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next.
That's Nick Cannon too. But see, Nick Cannon.
But Nick ain't over here.
But see, Nick.
We haven't heard anything about him.
Nick keep it real. Nick, for one, Nick keeps it real. For two, Nick might be on the list too. You never know.
And honestly, Nick may just have issues.
He's got different issues.
But what I'm saying is, maybe he doesn't really respect women either, and maybe he just has some issues and just needs to talk to somebody too. I mean, let's think about that. And he's maybe been in relationships, but see, that's some other type of different shit. You've been in a relationship, but you're jumping from woman to woman, getting them pregnant, and on to the next one, on to the next one. You need to calm it down.
Yeah, you need to shut that shit down. I mean, not even that. the women need to shut it down because
Them too.
well, listen. Then I mean, because you know Nick Cannon, motherfuckers
Yes.
know Nick Cannon,
Right.
and for you to be here and willingly accept that, there's a problem with you too.
And it's not fair to that
Because
child that
it's
you're
not-
bringing
hey,
into
well,
this world.
But they don't care about that because at the end of the day, Nick
Because
Cannon
it's
it's about money. It's not about children. It's about money. It's not about the welfare of the child. It's about money, status, and power. And these chicks, how we gonna get the fuck out of the hood? Oh well, Nick Cannon like my motherfucking titties.
That's the thing with Diddy.
You know, that's the thing with
How many kids does he have?
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, and he's had him with some banging ass women, but it's like, wow.
But see, that
women,
goes to. But see,
look
but
at
see,
how pretty
but
and
see,
beautiful
but
you are.
look.
But look at where you put yourself. You know,
Yeah, you've sold your shit down.
you sold your soul to the motherfucking
to Diddy. You sold your
Devil.
motherfucking soul to the devil. That's who somebody there was a gospel singer who said that. Somebody said Denzel Washington told him to leave the party before the devil comes home or something like that. But hey, I mean, people got to understand, man. At the end of the day, there's nobody out here that's really going to other than yourself, that's really going to have your best interest. There's always going to be somebody out there to try and manipulate you. There's always going to be somebody out there to try and get something from you, expose you, exploit you,
Yep.
and this
control you.
Control you. And this person, Diddy, R. Kelly, Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, people like that, Woody Allen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People like that, that's what it is. They've come down to it's a level of control that they need to fuel their addiction. You know, to keep their addiction.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
It's an addiction.
It's an addiction. It's like motherfucking DraftKings around this bitch.
Curiosity. You're like, ooh, what?
After a while, it's bullshit.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. No,
what
because
the fuck you curious about? I mean, what?
oh, she got big ass. Let me see what that.
Fuck that.
Feel
That
like.
bitch got a big ass, and so does
She
that
gonna
bitch.
take the
And them
same
5
shit
bitches
as
over
that
there.
other bitch, and it's
Because
just,
yeah,
it is
and
what
the
it
reason they're
is.
gonna take it because it's Diddy.
Yeah, and that's
You know
what
what I'm
I'm
saying? They won't give dude over here who work
No.
hard for the money.
Nope.
You know what
Who
I'm saying?
has respect for
who got
your
respect
ass.
for your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They won't take his ass.
I've seen that a lot.
They'll rather have somebody who they think got a lot of money and some flash that'll shit
don't
all
give a
that'll
fuck
shit
about
all
them.
over your ass. That'll shit right all over your ass. And I just don't.
And that says a lot about those women. They have low self-esteem.
They have low self-esteem and no, they have low ambition. They have
Yes.
no ambition. And that was one of my lessons in the, people with no ambition make good dead weight. And that's the fucking truth. People with no ambition make good dead weight because you ain't trying to do shit. You trying to have motherfuckers do everything for you. And that's why, the whole mentality when you see on social media, yo, you can take me to the Cheesecake Factory. What the fuck you taking me to Shake Shack? Bitch, shut the fuck up. You lucky I didn't fucking open a can of tuna on your fucking ass. You know what I'm saying? Then that's that they don't understand that
You might when you go down.
But the thing about stop it. The thing about it is, babe. The thing about it is, and I'll keep going back to it. The all the way back to the when we had our first date. I took you to a pizza shop.
Right.
And we had a bowl of soup and a slice of pizza.
Right.
And that was our first date. But our first date was 8 hours long, 8, 9, or 10 hours or some shit like that. It was long.
Yeah. Because my daughter was on some.
You met everybody.
Ma'am, are you alive?
You met everybody on the same day. You met everybody in my life that makes a difference in my life. My 2 best friends in the world, my 3 best friends in the world. You met everybody at the same time to justify and verify my fucking character. Not that I was doing that on purpose. Not that I was even. It just happened to be that. It just, and I wanted you to see that the person that you're talking to is the person that you're getting.
Right.
My sister Rashawn, she has a saying that I've always kept close to me, and the saying is this: when you first meet a person, you're not really meeting that person, you're meeting that person's representative. And that's the fucking truth. That is the absolute truth. So when these people first meet Diddy,
I was about to say, yep.
you know, I mean, what does that come off like? That comes off as, wow, this guy with all this money, this mogul, he's coming.
Well, he must be, at first, he's cool.
Of course, cool. Because he wants something
smooth.
from you.
He's real smooth.
Because he wants something from you.
And then he gets you.
Yeah.
And then he records it.
Yeah.
But guess what? This came to bite his whole ass.
Listen, his ass
is gone. He don't have ass.
Listen, it's chopped the fuck off. It's about to get chopped off. All of it about to be just chopped off. In that, I mean, I don't have much hope for him.
I don't at all.
And I'm sorry to say that I'm not sorry to say that I don't feel sorry for him, because I don't feel sorry for him. And what he did, you like Busta Rhymes said it, and I know I've been quoting a lot of rappers, but he said, if you don't listen, you deserve whatever you get.
Yeah.
That's it. You deserve you deserve whatever you get. So, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, what do you think, babe, at the end of the day?
I'm glad that he's in prison right now. I'm glad.
Well, they denied his fucking bail.
Yeah. He was like, hey, you know what? I'll give you $50 million. I'm not a flight risk.
Yo, they took the children's passports.
But this is the thing. You see what he tried there? I'll put down $50 million. It's that country. It's that money. Look, he still has that attitude. Like, I am who I am. I have this money, and I'm gonna give you this money. You're gonna release me out here.
No, we're gonna get your money anyway. We're not releasing shit.
Right.
We're gonna take your money, bro.
They shut that shit down.
And
so,
you're done, Diddy. You're finished, bro.
I don't feel sorry for him, not at all.
I don't feel sorry for anything that he did.
I
feel sorry for the victims. I feel sorry for the victims.
I feel sorry for his kids.
I feel sorry for
the ones that were not
children.
I'm not going to assume that they were all involved. Some were involved, but I do feel sorry for.
And see, you got dads like Diddy doing shit like this, and then you got dads like motherfucking, who was it that was I think it was Boozy and T.I. that rolled up on their sons.
Hey.
It was like, yo, talk about guns, y'all need to shut that shit down.
You see the difference?
See the difference there? And the thing about that is T.I. used to, he went through his share of fucking troubles, on some, they was trying to get him on some gun trafficking, but he turned the fuck around. Mm-hmm. And once he started trying to do positive things for the people of Atlanta. And he didn't mogul out.
And what he's
married. He's still with his wife, and sometimes he's still with her. And I'm gonna tell you what, I'm sorry, man, but she looked better when she was younger. I mean, I've seen Tiny look better. You know what I mean? Especially I've seen her
stressed out.
She'd be stressed out. You know what I mean? But he's regardless of what she looks like is what I'm saying. She ain't. She don't look like Ashanti or any of these. J-Lo's or.
Well, that's the thing where I'm kind of glad Diddy never got married. Like, you would have been so disrespectful.
He doesn't deserve to be married.
Well, he doesn't, right?
That person doesn't. He doesn't.
Somebody like that at all.
He doesn't deserve to be married. I mean, you don't have the maturity level to be married, and you don't have the respect to be married. You don't have the respect for the institution of marriage to be married. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You don't have respect for women
at all.
That's the bottom line. You do not respect women, and. And that's fortunate that he never got married, because maybe he understood that. Maybe he understood I ain't shit. I'm a ain't shit nigga.
Like you say, the truth hurts, right?
Sometimes the truth hurts the worst.
Even if he were to get married, somebody would call out all his bullshit.
Hey, he's just gonna stand up in it.
Yeah.
This is who the fuck I was. I told you who the fuck I told you, and I don't have to do nothing about it. Why? Because I got $50 million. I could buy another. Money. I could buy you, fucking 10 times over, 100 times over. I could buy 1,000 yous, and that's what it is. Women to this person, people to this person are disposable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And now you're in there, and guess what?
Now you're
probably contemplating all that bullshit. Ain't nobody coming to see you.
Motherfuckers is only sorry when they get caught.
All the time.
He wasn't sorry a couple of weeks ago.
No, he wasn't.
For none of the shit that he did. He wasn't sorry for none of that shit.
Not 6 months ago.
Not 6. He was fucking telling motherfuckers about it, bragging on this shit, inviting motherfuckers to participate.
Still, come on over.
You know what I'm saying? He wasn't sorry about that shit. Just like, now you sorry because they about to take your ass away from your ass. That's it. They about to take your ass. They gonna give your ass to a whole room full of motherfuckers.
Yeah. No, I don't feel sorry for him at all. And I just want to see who. I mean, I don't. Not that I want to see who else is on the list.
I want predatory
everybody.
people. I want predatory people to be exposed.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
What I say. I want everybody to be exposed.
I don't want to say if it was Khaled or Rick Ross or any of these other people that got mentioned, and you was part of that shit, then your ass need to be exposed too. But if these same dudes, it was like, yo, I had no idea this shit was happening, and then they can prove that, then
that's cool.
Then that's cool because, like I said, you don't have to have participated. To have gone to a Diddy party.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was nobody. Me and a couple of friends of mine, haphazardly went to that bitch. You know what I mean? Twice. I was invited one time, and another time we kind of like fucking. Yeah. Like just soireed in.
We're talking about
those
people that actually went in there knowing what they were doing, what they were about to do. Those people.
The invitees.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there are some.
There's a lot of some. Yeah. There's a lot.
Yeah, because he's got a network. He's got a network of people, and that's the thing. He's got a network of people. If you tell on me, I'm telling on everybody.
Because why did he recorded all this? So much of
that's
it.
That's the dumbest shit in the world to me,
so
man.
So they can use it.
Yeah, because you freaky. So you can play it off at other freak offs.
Yeah, so you can use it to play it off.
Last month's episode.
But even like you said, some of these women, victims, or what, the ones that were afraid, probably to use it back to be like, all right, you say some shit, I got this. So you got me on video.
I don't give
Good
a
for
fuck.
you.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Good. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell them that it's already recorded. Let me help you out.
Yeah, for real. Not for nothing. Like motherfuckers ain't never done shit like that before. But even still.
Then don't do shit
what
that
they
you
try
don't.
And do. What they do is they manipulate you because they try and shame you.
Yeah,
that's what it is. They use shame.
Yes.
In order to manipulate you to do.
When you turn that shit around, be like, I'm not ashamed of this. I'm the one that did it with you, right? I know what the fuck I did.
I don't give a fuck, motherfucker.
I know what I did.
Do what you have to do.
Yeah.
You say what you gotta say to whoever you need to say it to.
Mm-hmm.
But I was honest about the shit. I didn't try to fucking do this shit. I didn't try to manipulate nobody. I came here because I wanted to come here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I came here and I did these things with you because I wanted to do these things with you. So if you want to tell whoever you want to tell, I already told them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So why? Because you Diddy, motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why. I done already told these motherfuckers. But if you got somebody over a barrel.
But there's other people.
Yeah.
That are like, oh, man.
Yeah, like the CEO of this.
Yeah.
The CEO of that. Oh, shit. Diddy's got the video of you doing. Oh, I quit.
And then I'm thinking here, like, if you knew you were doing all this and you didn't want to be exposed, then why did you do it to begin with? Why the fuck
did you do it?
Why'd you put yourself in that environment?
Well, you know my famous saying. You know that, right, babe? You know my famous saying. People do the shit that they want to do. They don't do the shit that they don't want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why they did this is because they wanted to.
Okay, so then
they didn't care.
Be ready to be exposed.
Exactly. They didn't care that it was illegal. They didn't care that it might be immoral. They didn't care that they may lose their marriages. They didn't care.
Problem.
They didn't care that they may lose their businesses. They didn't care that they may lose sponsorships. You know, one thing about Kanye. One thing about Kanye. Kanye is crazy as fuck. He's a crazy motherfucker. But this ain't Kanye's character. I don't think this is his character.
Yeah,
Kanye,
he said they haven't mentioned him at all.
Kanye wants to be in love. Kanye wants he wanted his family and immediately right after that, since he couldn't get his wife back, he went and married somebody else to be in a relationship with someone. He wants companionship. Diddy doesn't want companionship.
No,
Diddy wants some asshole.
Yeah.
You know, Diddy want asshole. That's what he wants.
Well, Diddy has an issue, and he should have handled that first, and then he wouldn't have been in this. So too late. You should have got that therapist years ago. You didn't, and now this is where you at. Now you in jail.
Oh, now you get ready to give up some man pussy.
Yeah. Take that.
Well, I think this is going to do it for this episode of this show, folks. And, I mean, real talk, man. This guy, I can't feel sorry for him. You know, I won't feel sorry for him.
That almost sounded like one of his. Keep going. Go ahead. I was feeling that.
I can and I won't. Can't stop, won't stop. But yeah, man, I think that Hollywood is getting ready to go through a huge reckoning. It is getting ready to go through a huge cleansing. And, well, I think the whole country is here soon anyway. So, but I think the Hollywood industry, the music industry, the acting industry is getting ready to go through a huge cleansing. And I cannot wait to see how this turns out. So, I want to thank my folks for giving me this mouthpiece to do my podcast with, and I also want to thank my wife for being the greatest. Like, she's always on when I need to get. Thank you, babe. Baby, you could go ahead and cough. But yeah, thank you. I do appreciate you for being a guest on my podcast from time to time, so I have somebody to talk to, because sometimes I feel like I'm talking to myself and I talk in circles to myself. So
no problem.
So I want to thank my producer Jesse Yandel for giving me the courage to do this, man, for believing in me. I want to thank Gentry Thomas for giving me the platform, and I want to thank everybody out there that is listening to my voice right now, that stayed with me, the people that have listened and no longer listen, the people who have not yet listened, and those people who are listening and are still listening. I really, really, really do appreciate you. And until next week, man, you guys have a very, very blessed week. And man, relax, enjoy yourselves. Enjoy some time, man. You know, we went through this hurricane, and it definitely taught us something about savoring time.
And that we have a lot of anxiety.
Yeah, no, we definitely have some fucking anxiety. Yeah, we damn sure learned that we had some anxiety for real. But I tried to hold that shit.
You did an amazing job.
Thank you, man.
Especially when the awning blew away.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can't panic and be like, oh no, just dive off into the river. You know, you just gotta assess until you can get to where you can stop for a couple of seconds so you can get out and go, fuck. But yeah, that's it. So, all right, folks, talk to you guys next week. Peace.
You've been listening to the Darren Harris Podcast. Subscribe to the show, give a good rating, and everything you need to know is at DarrenHarris.com.